Hello people of YouTube, welcome to yet a new series of top 10 lists of anime that I will be doing hopefully more and more later on. And of course, we'll start with everyone's very first top 10 favorite animes of all time. But first, before we start, there's two things I want to mention. First and foremost, let's get this one out and let us bow our heads in silence to the great Robin Williams that passed away yesterday. And for the next 10 seconds of this video, we shall all bow our heads in silence and remember the once great Mrs. Doubtfire, the genie, and various other characters in many movies. So let's all bow our heads in silence for 10 seconds. Alright, so we should never mourn the loss of a death, but in fact, let's keep moving forward and remember all the great times that we had with this man. And hell, what a perfect way to honor his death with 10 seconds of silence and a top 10 list of favorite animes. Okay, the second thing I want to discuss is honorable mentions. So here they go. Honorable mentions goes towards Clannad, Mirai Nikki, Death Note, Black Butler, Dead Man Wonderland, Another, and various other more. But let's head on straight to the top 10 list with number 10 on this list, Amagami SS. Now, I filmed the review for Amagami SS not too long ago, but I want to make this public. Amagami SS has to be my favorite romance anime, if not my favorite romance anime of all time. Not only that you get to see, I'm so jealous of this man. Not only that he gets 6 beautiful women, but all these girls really love him, really adore for him, and what can I say about Amagami SS? The fact that this man is a freaking mastermind and genius. Nothing more, nothing less. And just to make this clear, this is not going in any particular order. I'm just basically stating the animes that I really love. Of course, number 1 is always number 1, in my opinion. We all have our own opinions. But anyway, and probably if you've seen all my videos, you probably know what number 1 is. So, but hell, I got 9 other beautiful animes that I do need worth mentioning. So here we go with number 9 of this list, Angel Beats. Yeah, I know, Angel Beats of all animes. So you might be scratching your head like, wait, why Angel Beats? Well, first of all, Angel Beats it was such an emotional anime. The fact that each people of the battlefront that they were at, they all knew each other. They all grew a strong bond. Every character had a sad and emotional death. Well, not all of them, but mainly the characters that were mentioned all had sad and terrible deaths that we shall all remember. And that's basically it. So, if you never got the chance to see Angel Beats, I would recommend it. If you're not really heavily into like drama or something, and besides, this anime is not only drama, but it has a lot of comedy involved. And hell, go check out Angel Beats. I recommend it a lot. Number 8 has to go to possibly a no-brainer. It's possibly everyone's favorite anime, Elfen Lied. Or Elfen Lied, or Elfen Lied, I don't care. Elfen Lied. Now, what's so great about this anime was that it wasn't just because the blood, the gore, no, it was about mainly Kota and Lucy, on how these two mentally scarred people, were together and they had moments of peace together. These two characters have a great dynamic relationship, and I really enjoyed Elfen Lied for mainly those two. I couldn't really care about any of the other characters. I just really cared about Lucy and Kota, these two emotionally scarred people. Lucy being ridiculed and kids beat her puppy to death, which is really fucked up. And it also shows that how we humans as a whole are just real assholes. We are assholes to people. Like, why can't we all be friends? But no, it sucks. And Kota, seeing the witness of both his sister and father dying right in front of her. What's not to give? But anyway, this is why Elfen Lied is number 8 on my list. Number 7 was an old school anime, and I'm sure a lot of people will recognize it when I say its name. Number 7 goes to Inuyasha. What can I say? This anime is awesome. I remember my first episode watching this as a kid. It was the episode when, after Kagome shattered all pieces of the sacred jewel shard and it was scattered throughout the entire land of Japan back in 50 years ago. And the episode when, it was funny, that scene when Inuyasha was on that ledge and Kagome was taking a bath, and then Inuyasha was like this, just staring down on that naked Kagome as Kagome says sit, and she falls down and falls flat on his face. I'll never forget that scene. That was one of those very few Inuyasha episodes I have ever witnessed, and plus the movie got me really hooked in interest in Inuyasha, so that's why Inuyasha is number 7 on this list. Number 6 has to go to an anime review series that I've been doing throughout the entire, periods of time, and that is One Piece. And, I love these guys. Every single character in One Piece, well developed, well inspiring, and, and they always taught you to never give up on your hopes and dreams, and I absolutely love One Piece. Not the English dubbed at all. I really don't like the English dub, which is why it's not so high on this list. But I really enjoy watching One Piece, and I still enjoy watching One Piece. I should get around to watching it more, but I've been on One Piece Overdrive for way too long, and I'm watching different other animes. So hopefully, probably after I finish watching 1 or 2 animes, I'll go back to One Piece. Number 5 has to go to Bleach. One of the very few animes that I had mixed feelings about. And now that I've grown up and saw Bleach, what do I have to say? I love it. Bleach is without a doubt one of the most, not really gory, but it's one of the most action-packed animes with swords I have ever seen in my life. Bleach has to be one of my favorite animes. The fact that it has such a complex story, but not really that complex that you can actually understand. What's not to love about Bleach? And the only thing that was wrong with Bleach was that the filler was annoying and was pretty repetitive. But now I finished it and I absolutely love Bleach. What's not to say? The love for Bleach. Number 4 has to go to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Not the original. And yes, I did see the original Fullmetal Alchemist. But Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was more action-packed than its twin brother. I really loved Fullmetal Alchemist, the first one. In fact, Fullmetal Alchemist, the first one, had to be one of my favorite animes until I saw Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It was so clever and it was so unique, and hell, it was well refreshing to see Edward and the crew, such as Hawkeye, Mustang, Alphonse, Winry, and introducing some new characters with a more open story and more open world. I really enjoyed Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I think you should too. And hell, not only, but the homunculus, that was weird, the homunculus in this anime, I have to say, I didn't like Greed until I saw Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I didn't like him until I saw it. If I never were to see Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I would never loved Greed, and that's why Fullmetal Alchemist is number 4 on this list. So number 3, going to the number 3 spot, the top 3 anime that are my personal favorites. Number 3 has to go to the very first anime I've watched since I was a kid, Dragon Ball Z. And not Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball GT, no, not that piece of shit. No, I'm talking frickin' Dragon Ball Z, and what can I say, man? I mean, Goku's a badass, Vegeta's a badass, Gohan's a everyone in that anime is either a total wuss or a total badass. That's all. Goku. That's it. And yes, by the way, I did see the new Dragon Ball Z movie, Battle of the Gods, and not on theaters, but I actually did get to see the original Japanese dubbing for it, and I have to say, I really enjoyed that film. Number 2 has to go to, might shock a lot of you, Fairy Tail. Let me explain. First of all, Fairy Tail has to be one of the most original animes I have ever seen. It's not like, you know, you can just summon fire like in a Final Fantasy game or in just any normal RPG. No. How to use magic is way different than any normal style RPG. No. This is an anime version of good magic. And instead of calling it ice magic, they call it make magic. Instead of calling it fire magic, dragon slayer, or just regular fire magic. You know, there's magic where you get to write stuff and it'll automatically like, oh, fire appears. Oh, iron appears. There's, you know, the celestial wizards, like Lucy, you know, oh, I summon you, Aquarius. It took an original idea, and I really enjoyed Fairy Tail. It was so unique, so original, breath of fresh air. I'm happy that Fairy Tail had returned to for a 2014 sequel. I can't wait to see more episodes of Fairy Tail. In fact, I'm hoping that the end of this arc that they're at in the new series, I hope it ends really soon, because I can't wait to, you know, feed on more Fairy Tail. So that's why Fairy Tail is number 2 on this list. And number 1, if you've seen all my videos, you probably know who's my number 1 favorite. It goes without saying, Naruto. What's not to say? I've already explained it in so many other videos. Naruto has to be my favorite anime of all time. Not because, you know, of the filler. God, no, not the filler. In fact, I tend to skip the filler. In fact, you don't even necessarily have to watch the filler. You can only watch the main parts of the anime, and then the filler is like, you couldn't really care about. I really enjoyed, still today, Naruto. The fact that every little detail is actually explained. Why did Itachi kill his clan? What happened 16 years ago? Why did the Nine Tails attack? Why did this? Who's Madara? Who's this? Who's that? Every question in Naruto is answered, and they dedicate their sweet time to the series. In fact, not only to the series, but to the games, too. The games! You don't even necessarily have to be a fan of Naruto. You don't even necessarily have to watch the anime. You can just play the game, the main story of Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 or 3, and you're caught up with the entire series of Naruto. Naruto will always be my number 1 favorite anime. And you might be saying to yourself, well, what about Attack on Titan? What about Blue Exorcist? Or hell, even a comedy anime like Heaven's Lost Property, Rosario plus Vampire. You know, I wanted them to give an honorable mention, but Attack on Titan, to be completely honest, it is kind of overrated. I did enjoy Attack on Titan heavily. I found little to no problems with the anime except our main character, Eren. And Blue Exorcist, that was definitely a good anime, but I just really didn't have a click to Blue Exorcist. In fact, I showed one of my friends Blue Exorcist, and he absolutely loved it. But you know what? I keep rambling on, and those are my top 10 favorite animes of all time. And no, I know I'm not good at editing. Hell, I'm uploading this on a phone, and I could use Google's video manager bullshit, but I couldn't. But anyway, what did you guys think of these top 10 best animes? I'm hopefully going to do at least once every month. So hopefully, like, the end of every Friday, I'll do a top 10 list every month. But we'll have to see. Till then, I already have a top 10 list in mind. And it will be pretty unique. And I'll see you later, everyone, for more anime reviews. And we'll see you then. So anyway, this is the Crimson Assassin, signing out.